You always forget that.
I
I'm the
didn't.
only one that even remembers
I
about them.
remembered about the Ducks. I remembered. We're feeding them right now. Shawn Glander, live on Talking Beer.
We are with everybody. There's 13, 14, 15.
Those aren't the people.
16
Those are the seconds. The people are
I figured
6.
those are the people.
There
They multiplied faster than
Boom.
the number did, though.
That's YouTube, baby. YouTube don't mess around. You know that we're live on the YouTubes, and you know we're live on some Facebooks. But you know what?
We
StreamYard and Facebook hate each other now. I think
Bruno Mars is here from Miami.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah,
Bruno, what's up, Bruno? That is not Bruno Mars, but we'll take it.
Man,
It's his cousin.
Oh,
Bruno B.
Bruno the Mars.
My mouse just froze.
Oh, that's not good.
Huh. This is you might have to take over the stuff. Oh, my mouse just died.
Like this stuff? Like doing that with Bruno or Steve?
I don't know what's. No.
What's up, Andrew?
Like the brand.
Jeff's here.
Stop hitting stuff. You're pissing Natalie off.
Oh crap! Well, I didn't know what you want me to do with my mouse.
So you're gonna have to hit brand for me on the right.
I'm doing it.
My stuff's not doing anything. This is fantastic. You're in charge now. Oh hey, you weren't supposed to make that go away.
I did not
go away, Shawn. Natalie, I did not do that. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. There we go. I got my mouse.
We got
back.
caught with our pants down.
Our pants are down. Oh my gosh. Sorry, everybody. I don't know what just happened. My computer froze. We are a disaster. I'm working on it.
This is the best.
I'm back up and running
yet.
Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody?
Talking Beards, the podcast. Meet your hosts, Aaron D. Johnston, Shawn Glander,
If you all thought Banter and Beards was going on, here we are.
What's
Welcome
up,
to
everybody?
3,330 something.
Again, I don't know. My computer's going crazy. My mouse froze. Natalie and Shawn are hitting buttons, and I think I also click buttons. What's up? We are here. This is episode number 337 of Talking Beards. Tonight we're going to have children's author Kellen Roggenbuck on the show. He's going to come on about 8:30 Eastern time ish, and you know we're just going to talk about his book he released. Let's see if my mouse works. There we go. Look at it working. My dad has a beard. We're going to talk about that tonight, and you know, buy it for Father's Day because
it's a perfect Father's Day gift.
Perfect Father's Day. And that's something we could talk about, Shawn. We literally didn't talk about that at all before the show, but we could talk about Father's Day on some level, kind of, sort of, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Father's Day.
It's going to happen whether we like it or not.
Yeah, it's coming up, man. It is coming up. But
fast.
What's up, everybody? We've got a few people in the chat. We're just gonna chat tonight. I think that's gonna be the moral of the story. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I am. I'm Shawn Glander, by the way, everybody. For anybody that doesn't know who Aaron and I are, but hopefully you have joined in with enough of our craziness on a Tuesday night to figure it out. But we are here.
Abraham says it looks like you have 2 beards tonight.
I do. Me?
Like you have chops? Is that what you're saying, John? Are you saying that? There, look at that. No chops here. No chops. No chops allowed.
All of it's there. It just has. I mean, it does its own color thing. You know, I stopped messing with that a long time ago, and it has just done its natural thing. Like it or not, it's what
dyeing your beard. Is that what you were implying?
At one time in my life, I did.
Wow, so weird. Why were you doing that? Just because you just wanted to look young?
I was not prepared to be the gray person. Little like it or not, guess what? Here it
What?
is. I
There it is.
didn't really set out on life to be the bald guy either, honestly.
Right, yeah.
Like they are like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Yeah, the bald guy, with the big beard.
I also
that's
didn't
what
set
I
out
wanted.
to be the bald guy with a big beard, so
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
You have not got there, so at least you're doing all right.
I got a beard, at least for now. I do.
I mean, and not bald. I mean, why don't we do? Is there a quick mullet update? Like, do we got anything going on there? Friggin', it's still living its life. It is
flippity dippity doo-dah-day. It is
you
there.
might actually be an official mullet at this point. I'm not gonna lie.
I need to shave them sides off a little bit better.
You're a little more than just the little duck bill with the tail
guy. I can pull it back in a ponytail now.
Yeah, you should just probably not do that though. Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm glad you proved it, but don't do that. I know that sounds like a good little, heading out to Bed Bath and Beyond for the day, and we're just gonna put the whole hair and the ponytail back there.
Oh, speaking of Bed Bath and Beyond, ours closed.
Lord.
And I think they all closed, right? All the Bed Bath and Beyonds.
Oh, yeah, probably. We haven't had one forever, so I just thought it went back somewhere else.
Ours is turning into a Michael's. And Natalie is super excited because Michael's isn't closed on Sunday like Hobby Lobby, and Michael's is going to be closer to the house than Hobby Lobby. So she's thrilled. Nice. We drove past it today to see how close it was to opening up because the sign was on. There's literally nothing inside of it, so I don't think it's very close. But
and you're still going to find yourself at Hobby Lobby when you can, because I mean, price wise, it's just a little better.
Bed Bath and bankruptcy. Wow, Andrew. Wow.
Yeah, that's we're attacking a big corporate at this point, I think. But yeah.
Anyway, that's what we got going on in our life. We're attacking big corporate tonight.
We are tonight. Not only are we attacking big corporate, we're also not putting our mullets in ponytails because people don't put mullets in ponytails.
So we got some cool updates to the show.
Oh, what?
Do you want to talk about our cool new updates to the show?
Yeah.
This one's leading by you. I'm gonna let you do this, all right?
Well,
this is all you. You do know.
I'm not sure about all the updates to the show, but
this is the coolest update, the most colorful update. No, it's not the most color. It's the most purple update we have tonight. For sure. And you're on. You ready, Shawn?
It is. Sure. Let's do that. Let's
go for it. Go.
Hey, Big Sexy Beard Brand. From here on out, you can use promo code Talking Beards to save 20% off your Big Sexy Beard Brand needs. You need a foaming beard wash. You need a whipped beard butter, a comp grade beard butter, that beard oil, or women's lines that we keep saying are soon to come out, and they will. I swear, they are all going to be there 20% off for you. Just put in Talking Beards and go order everything.
Go order everything over there at bigsexybeardbrand.com. And so how does y'all's whip work? Can you do that during the summer? Did y'all figure that out yet, or is this?
So we are still 100% figuring all that out. So the whip does ship pretty much 6 months out of the year. We are trying to still figure out the cold stuff. So we didn't want to use a lot of weird stuff in there that turns it into more of a crazy solid, like a preservative type stuff. We are going to keep it natural, and if we can only sell it 6 months out of the year, we can only sell it 6 months out of the year.
Or you could get it at
local barbershop
uppercuts. Is that what
Slick Nick in the uppercuts? Definitely carry it here in Spokane if you need it. That's for sure.
See, Kyle Waller says they make great whipped butters. They as in Corey and Shawn. Those are the theys of they that Kyle Waller is referring to.
The ghostess with the mostest. And soon to be Drea. She is wanting to start making stuff as well.
Oh my gosh. That's just a well-oiled machine right there with those three individuals running the ship.
Well, we're going to start doing a lot better with Drea involved. So
for sure. She'll actually, do stuff. I don't know.
And make us do stuff.
Make y'all get in shape. People say she's like the West Coast Natalie. She,
Yes.
she makes her husband do stuff. I think that's anyway.
It is. I've heard that from a lot of people.
I got lost in my words. I don't know. I was just
I
saying.
can't even walk down the street without being like, "That's the West Coast Natalie."
Like, look at that West Coast Natalie over there. Is that Drea?
And look at that problem child with her.
So we have another cool sponsor that we're going to bring up tonight, and they also have a nice little sale going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, Nat's Little Buds.
He says little sale. Are y'all ready for this? This is a little sale.
So if you want some cool flowers like these things, like look at these things. They're super cool.
Those are amazing.
Next 48 hours. Listen up. If you order Nat's Little Buds in the next 48 hours, you will get a bouquet of 12, if that's what you order, for the price of a bouquet of 6. I mean,
that's half price.
That's half price, 50% off. You might get 20% off at Big Sexy Beard Brand, but you're going to get 50% off at Nat's Little Buds for the next 48 hours. So hit up the Nat of Nat's Little Buds and make that happen.
Yeah, go order like everything.
And Jeff Harris says you should create lotion and body butter for women.
We have some cool things coming out. I feel like when we get closer, we should just bring Dre on to talk about it and let her talk about her little brainchild here. And you will find out there's going to be some very cool stuff in the Miss Sexy Beard or the Miss Sexy Non-Beard line.
Yeah, Miss Sexy Non-Beard line. That just rolls right off the tongue.
Right. It just the initials worked.
So you're getting ready for this thing.
Yep, we are, and that's where I was going. So this weekend was super busy for me, like really busy, because next weekend we just have like a little beard comp going on here in Spokane, Washington, and we're throwing it.
So what'd you do this last weekend?
We did a lot of that and some other stuff. But anyways, for the beard comp, we were doing finishing up trophies. We were finishing up judges trophies, t-shirts, all kinds of things for the comp to sell, to make money for the charity. We made Spokane Beard Mustache is going to have a booth there at the comp. And so we made a bunch of Spokane Beard Mustache swag. And we got some more to make throughout the week here, but at least we got a giant part of it done with a crap load of t-shirts.
Nice.
And
it's a bunch of Spokane Beard Mustache shirts, huh? Or these comp shirts as well?
No, these are Spokane Beard Mustache. We did not do comp shirts this year.
Okay.
We ran out of time and just didn't get it done. So,
hey, you still got time, man. I mean, it's only Tuesday
at 5:00.
Yeah, you can make
sure. It's not even like the day's over.
And you can add another bathroom to your house. There's plenty of time.
I probably will start that the week after, but we will not do that again before the comp. I've got plenty to do still. Like, we're not 100% done with the trophies. The trophies are all but done, but we have the plaques are coming in for them that will be sticking on them.
But done.
There's that. Yeah. And then, after that, I decided to go ahead and have a bunch of cornhole bag orders come in all at the same time.
Bunch of bean bags. What are the bean bags for?
When I say I decided, I mean, I just started getting texts and emails.
Right.
I decided to answer them.
Getting texts and emails.
Yeah. Perfect. So I had a order for 20 sets that are going to, it's called Web Slew. Web Slew is you know what sprint boats are? Sprint boat racing?
Yeah.
The little boats that race in the channels, the little water channels, and they run a course.
I was thinking like the speed boats where they go, they like drag race on the river, or that's not it. That's
gotcha. That is not it.
Okay.
These guys don't just go drag racing. They run a little course. It's 2 people in the little tiny boat. You have it's kind of like World Rally Championship on water.
Okay.
You got your navigator. You got your navigator that tells you to go left,
like road course racing boats.
It is road course racing boats in like 2 feet of water, and these things just cruise through a course on a field. And the last time I really looked into them a lot was about 15 years ago, but we ran the comparison on them, and they are basically running, what is it called now? It used to be called Xfinity Cup or whatever, but
Right.
the top, the top NASCAR, they are running the exact same motors in these little tiny boats that are only like 8 feet long.
So do they race in a pack, or is it like a time?
No,
thing?
no, it's timed. It's singles and timed.
That'd be wild if they just ran a big pack. Like
yeah,
10 boats.
that would be crazy.
Time. That'd be.
I mean, not that the waterway is much wider than the boat.
You'd have to have wider waterways. Obviously.
You would have to, and that would be cool to see these little boats on a big old, circle track, circle.
Water badass. Is that a thing?
I don't know, but it should be. I think it should be. But yeah, so they're having a big one of their big races this weekend. Friday night they're having a big old cornhole tournament, so I made some bags for those, and then I had some farmers hit me up about some bags for their product. They make products that spray on seeds so that they don't get bugs on them and stuff.
Yeah, so it's like
I don't know, whatever. It protects the seeds, like when the seeds are waiting to be planted.
But that's not it. It's like,
no, it just protects them from being ate. So,
but
they had me make these, and they're taking all their big clientele out to a casino in Oregon and throwing a tournament and renting them a day of golf and all this stuff. And I got to be involved in that, and I'm getting ready to do one for another freaking tournament being thrown here in Spokane. But I'm just stopping for a week.
What'd you put on the farmers' bags? Was it just like that company logo and stuff, or?
So it was evidently the two biggest customers. They have their seeds. So on the back, it was the seeds for peas and the seeds for wheat. And one was all red and one was all blue because their spray is colored. So the one that goes on the peas is a blue spray, and the one that goes on the red is a whatever spray. And then the front had their logo on it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So they're going to be handing them out to all their customers and stuff this weekend. But it was 10 sets for that, which is a lot of bags, because everything I'm saying is times 4. So I made 60 sets, 30 sets. Sorry, 30 sets this weekend.
So 30 sets is what, like 120 bags?
120 bags.
Good gosh, that's freaking wild.
I had help. Drea helped a lot.
And they're just full of corn.
They are all the corns.
Because they're cornhole bags.
Yeah, right. But no corn at all.
Right. So how do these dudes find you?
They were referred by Spokane Cornhole. Who Spokane Cornhole is who is throwing the tournament down at Webb Slough for the big boat race. And they order the bags, and then people call them asking them where they get their bags, and they recommend me because they are amazing people, and I always get the job done. So on Talking Cornhole,
I went digging for that picture. I was like, yeah,
I bet. How long did that take you?
A couple minutes. Like, we got there though.
Right. Yeah, I was BSing long enough that it didn't really matter. And then, that was all the way up until I had to switch because that's not all I did this weekend. My third oldest daughter graduated on Saturday.
Okay.
So I switched I'm usually off Sunday, Mondays. I switched my Monday for Saturday. So I was actually off a weekend. I worked yesterday. And I went to a graduation on Saturday and then a graduation party on Sunday, and still found time to get everything done. The bag orders done by 11 o'clock on Sunday night.
Man, what a freaking busy weekend you had.
It was quite busy. It was absolutely crazy.
My mouse.
I hope yours was not nearly as busy.
It was, I don't remember what I did this last weekend. Honestly, hung out around the house, I guess. Natalie, could you potentially get me a AA battery by chance? That would be.
Is your mouse going down?
Yeah, I think that's what the issue was before the show, and now it's just completely. I'm just guessing that's what's going on, right? So,
it just seems like it wouldn't just quit for no other reason.
That's the only thing I can kind of think of. Anyway, so this last weekend, man, I honestly don't know what I did. I don't know. I just hung out, I guess. Obviously,
right.
But Monday, Sunday I drove to Pennsylvania. We can get into that. That's
Yeah.
probably why a lot of people are here, because I posted a cryptic message on social media, and then I posted that, hey, Talking Beards, Aaron's gonna have breaking news or whatever, and so the people are here. All 20 people are here, and so yeah, Sunday we drove to Pennsylvania, and I went to the Honest Amish headquarters up there, and yeah, everything's kind of felt weird for a little bit, and I was a little nervous about this meeting, and I think I told a lot of people that I was nervous about said meeting. But yeah, so Monday morning, the meeting happened. I sat down and we had a little chat, and I got let go by the company on Monday. So yeah, that
The
happened.
company being Honest Amish.
Yeah. So yeah, Honest Amish let me go on Monday. And yeah, I was I mean, not necessarily, not say I was like blindsided, because like I said, I had a feeling like something was in the works.
Something just wasn't sitting right.
My gut was telling me that something was going on, and yeah, so I was right. Obviously, listen to your gut, kids.
When
So yeah,
tensions
that
start
happened.
rising and things just don't seem to be right, I guess you just got to start thinking about what's really going on.
Right. So yeah, it was a good conversation. I mean, they weren't, mean to me or anything like that. It was a business decision. They wanted me to be basically bringing in customers at a higher level, trying to bring in a target or something like that. And, these things take time, and I wasn't able to ultimately get the job done in the timeline in which they wanted it to happen. So here we are,
Right. Right.
I committed
Because
to
everybody knows you just go out and get stores like that by the next day and stuff.
it's,
It doesn't take the work and it doesn't do all that. But
would have been cool if it would have worked out that way,
Yeah.
but it definitely didn't. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sad
No,
about it.
I'm sure
I don't
you
know.
are. And it is really weird to sit here and think about. Like,
It's super weird for me to think about. It's I started growing my beard out in like 2012, started competing in 2014, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do a beard competition. I need beard oil, right? So I get on Amazon. It's the first stuff I ever bought. And yeah,
yeah, totally. And yeah,
2017,
John, nobody could replace Aaron.
I mean,
obviously they're moving away from that. That's my
so
only thought, is they're just moving away from having the ambassador type program. And it's not even like Aaron was an ambassador. I mean, that was the face
where
of
I
the
started,
company.
right? So
Literally the face of the company.
I started out as an ambassador in 17, and then I quit my 20-year career in the nuclear power plant industry in October of 21, and that's it. That's all I've done since October of 21. And we had an amazing adventure. Me and Natalie got to travel all over the world. I got to represent the company that, I cared so deeply about and was always extremely loyal to. And, I just didn't do a good enough job,
You just didn't do the job that they had in their
right.
mind.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
It's not a great job. You did an amazing job.
I
There's so
appreciate
many
it.
people out there that only know what Honest Amish is because of you.
Yeah. And that's our community, right? Like,
Yeah.
if that was, I nailed it in our community, but
You did.
I needed the bigger picture thing to be able to stay with the Honest Amish deal long term, and
Right.
I wasn't able to get a hold of that captive audience on a great giant scale like I could with the beer community. Obviously, if they were like, they only graded everything I did off of the beer community stuff, I honestly don't think anybody has represented a beard product company in our community as well as I did. But that's
No, I
our
would say
community,
not.
you know what I mean?
I would definitely say I have not seen anybody that is as recognizable towards a company as you were. There's no doubt about that.
It's weird, man. I woke up today and I realized that, I've got to buy a whole new wardrobe pretty much, or
you're
just
right.
dig out old stuff, right? I wore a beard competition shirt from 2018. I've got beard competition shirts from 2015 I'm gonna start wearing. I'm looking for those soft tees. And Honest Amish always had the nice soft tees, and it worked out, and that's all I've worn literally since September 1st, 2017. That's pretty much all I've worn. And so I've got a bunch of shirts that I haven't even worn yet. So that's good. They're like just pristine beard competition shirts, or, car brand shirts and stuff like that. And
all the shirts.
Yeah, I've got plenty of shirts. So I gotta probably get a couple new hoodies and stuff before it starts cooling off. And I busted out the Talking Beards hats today instead of wearing an Honest Amish hat. So that was kind of weird. And got a Talking Beard shirt on, and I changed my background today. I got rid of that poster. I'll put something more cool up there.
It's working for right now.
It was a white door, and I just was like, hey, here's this random Nationals VIP banner. So it's not a white door. And yeah, I don't know. So now I have the luxury of, I can hook a brother up. I'll try some new stuff. I got a mullet now, so that I should be.
There you go.
For that. But yeah, I'm going to try some other beard product stuff. I've always been extremely loyal and not even thought about using anything else. So we're going to try some other stuff, see what else is out there. I'm going to see what Dr. Squash soap's like, everybody's always talked about it, and I've hated the brand. It's just ingrained in me. Like, freaking knock those Dr. Squash soaps over when I go to Walmart, but not anymore. Maybe I'll buy one. Who knows? It's Kyle Waller, no, because then there would be free advertising out in the world. I've already thought about that one. And so they'll probably just go in a box and go in my attic and never see the light of day because, free advertising. I'm not doing that. But, yeah, pretty wild.
Those soft tees, like, seriously, they're so amazing. They make the best shop rags. They are absorbent, and they always make your hands feel good after wiping the grease off. So I feel like you're gonna have plenty of uses for it.
Lots of good use. I mean, this mouse thing is killing me tonight. I think my mouse.
That sucks.
I think it just died on me, guys. It was working for a moment, then it quit. I don't know what's going on. Jason Gannip, no, they never really sponsored Talking Beards, right? They were never interested in sponsoring Talking Beards, but I was the representative for Honest Amish. So anything that I was involved with, I would always make sure that they got a plug. Obviously, this is the 337th episode of Talking Beards, and this was probably the first time they're not going to get a plug tonight. And
they're getting plugs.
Well, they're getting plugged, but and don't take it, don't take it wrong. The brand is still great. The products are still super good. It didn't, it's just we parted ways, and
there's no like crap talking or anything going on here other than, I mean,
it is what
I've seen it mentioned plenty of times, and I mean, I wish I could just go back and find it, but Andrew said it best. Oh, there it is. I found it. They have no idea what they gave up.
They
really don't. They're not out there doing what you did.
And they had already pulled me off the road, right? They had already pulled me off the road back in January. So anything that we had done this year was just me and Natalie wanting to get out there and still represent the community. And we're still going to get out there and represent the community. We're not going to just disappear, but we're going to go on a new adventure, right? Not everything lasts forever. Like I posted, one door closes, one opens, all the things, and we'll.
Can you imagine how much more enjoyable the beard comps and stuff are going to be when you're not sitting behind a table?
It won't be work, right?
You actually get to go hang out with the people that you went there to see, That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't
That's
know
all right. You'll win the lottery tomorrow. Never have to worry about any of this again.
New adventures. That's what counts. Absolutely. I'm still gonna be around. I was in the non-destructive testing field for 20 years. I did 10 years of that in the nuclear, power plant non-destructive testing field. So I've got connections. If that's what happens and I go back into that field, that's what happens. But who knows? I don't know. I don't have anything planned. I've got a few months to figure it out, and I was fired yesterday, so I don't have a plan today. But we're gonna
It's too early for a plan.
we've got some plans for this upcoming weekend, and unfortunately, due to what the uncertainty of this week, I wasn't able to purchase our tickets to Spokane in a timely manner, and the prices went crazy on us, like we were kind of expecting. So
yeah,
we'll miss out on Spokane this year unless something crazy happens in the next few days. But we're most likely going to go home and go to Kentucky this weekend and go see family, and I think we're going to go hang out with Chris and Corey Wilson, and maybe go to OMG Con, which is kind of like the PopCon thing that we went to before, and go harass our son Adam. He's going to be at OMG Con, and I don't think he's super pumped that we're going to show up there, but we're going to show up there and we're going to go see him. Or breaking news, Adam got a job at a like escape room in Owensboro. So we could probably just go harass him at the escape room in Owensboro, because we'll probably go there because we've already discussed that that's our hot new thing.
Yeah, absolutely, right.
But yeah, man.
Did Andrew just say there's going to be a Buc-ee's escape room?
Maybe. Or I think he's just saying that, traveling okay, so I heard Buc-ee's is always hiring. Traveling mascots are needed. Yeah, I don't know. The closest Buc-ee's to me is like a little over 2 hours. So I'm not going to drive 2 hours to go work at
the face of Honest Thomas to the face of Buc-ee's.
You're right. Oh my gosh. What else is going on? Post for onlybeards.com. Justin Cheatham is going to start onlybeards.com. He told me that. That's going to be a good time. Corey says that she feels fired is a harsh word. That's not, and I said that like during the meeting or whatever. I was like, dang, I got fired or something like that. And she was like, that's you're being let go. I'm like, it's the same. It sucks. Either way, it freaking sucks. But
what is the difference at that point?
There's no difference. And like they let me down as easy as possible. But at the end of the day,
absolutely,
I still got a divorce. There you go. Like, it is what it is. It sucked today, right? Yesterday driving home, I kind of felt all right. I didn't really want to talk on the phone very much. I talked to you for a little bit. I think I talked to my sister and stuff, but like for the most part, I just kind of just drove. And then this morning I woke up and I was mad this morning. Like I woke up pretty mad. Like I felt like
realization set in.
Yeah, I was going, like, and I went down in my office. I was just looking at everything. I was like, man, I got to pack all this crap up. Like, like my shelves are empty now. Me and Natalie worked on that. Like we broke down my vending box. That was super sad today. Like that one sucked. Like taking stuff off the shelves and putting all that up it sucked. But man, when I pulled out my vending box and, there was the parts and accessories that I had to freaking take everything out of, man, that one stung today for sure. But
yeah, I can imagine.
It was like, I don't know, it was like kind of like a death. That's how I felt. Like I was like going through a death today. And I don't know. I still got more to do because our whole house is got banners from them, and I just you don't want to walk through your house and see your ex-girlfriend pictures hanging on the wall all the time. You know what I mean? So
right.
Definitely, we got to continue this breakup and go do new things, but we're gonna bounce back. Like I said, I've got
all those Honest Amish hand towels you got in your bathroom and stuff.
The towels, the hats and the whatever, the tires, the race cars, everything, all the things. But whatever.
So much of that is great memories, great awesomeness. But your house does not need to be filled with it.
It's, lots of good memories. And I'll always have the memory of the tattoo on my leg. you and I talked about that.
Forever. I
we
feel that one, man. I know
we
what you're
have
talking
that in
about.
common, so that's pretty good. But
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
always be part of my story. It'll always be part of my journey in life, and it was a good one, man. We definitely had a lot of fun, and I learned a lot. And I got to meet a lot of cool people because of them, and
Right.
I'll always be grateful for it for sure. But
Yep.
man,
You're
freaking
able
sucks
to
it's over.
run through this community, and that's pretty awesome. You made a big impact on a lot of people. So
Thanks, man. I tried. We
you and
found this
Natalie have been
community.
great. It's been great. I appreciate what they have allowed you guys to do over the last however long, because it was great to see you guys out on the road and everywhere. So
It was fun.
very
It was
awesome.
fun being out on the road and going to all the events and shaking all the hands and all that good stuff. But it's definitely come to an end, and here we are, man. Here we are. It's a new part of the journey. Yeah, Chris
We're
Wilson
not
got an
going
honest on
anywhere.
tattoo as
We're
well.
just going to talk about different people on this show. So nothing else is changing.
Yeah, we've
Private
got
life
cool
stuff.
new sponsors. Like, here look at this. We did this. Big Sexy Beer brand now stepping up, and when we do some trivia, we'll give some Big Sexy Beer brand away, and
We
you can
will.
go save 20% off your order at bigsexybeerbrand.com. You just can't get whip right now, apparently.
I think
Sorry.
actually we crossed that threshold until we find out these cool cryogenic bags and
Who
stuff
was
like
that?
that. And then
Freaking
Andrew.
Mike's beard oil. So
Mike's beard oil.
Something in me, this is like, if I'm ever talking about like a generic beard competition or a generic beard brand, then I don't know why, but I always use Mike's, and I've done it. Like, I've used like Mike's bar. I even used it when I was, getting fired. I was like, so what happens if Mike's beard oil wants to represent me? Is that all right? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. Just don't go, telling people our ingredients or whatever. And I would never do that in a million years anyway.
Right.
So,
Right.
but so Mike's beard oil, if you're out there, I'm available. Why I use Mike's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even mean to. I don't think about it.
Just watch out for all the Big Sexy Beer brand henchmen out there if you do try to cross that line. So careful, Mike. You just chill out.
Careful, Mike.
But what you should do, Mike, right now is that you should run out and hurry up and make a big old order at Nat's Little Buds, because for the next 48 hours, that stuff is 50% off.
There it is. Yeah. If you buy a 12 bouquet, I would click on the picture, but my mouse is, thrilled with me right
at that
now.
point, aren't you? Gotcha.
Whatever.
But yeah, you got them right there in your, like, there's one up in a blue vase behind you, a bunch of them. And then there's like, I see them. I see Nat's Little Buds everywhere. I close my eyes at night and lay down in bed and I see Nat's Little Buds everywhere. You know what I mean?
But anyway, what's up, Ruby? What's going on, my friend? Yeah, they're lost. Continue to be successful wherever you do. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it, man. That means a lot.
You know what else you should order for this weekend, everybody?
What everybody should order this weekend? Right now. You should all. Oh, okay. I was gonna say my dad has a beard.
It is.
We're fighting over who gets bought right now.
We were thinking the same thing right now.
It started working again. I don't know.
Buy your dad a cool book.
Well, with that being said, let's bring in tonight's guest. We've talked enough about my nonsense and my life journey and all that coolness. Former guest of Talking Beards, we're bringing him back. It's been a couple of years, and we're going to dive into it and see what Mr. Kellen Roggenbuck has been up to. And here he is, the child author himself. What's up, my friend?
Hey, guys. It's good to be here.
Yeah,
Kellen Roggenbuck, everybody.
It's good to have you. So what's up, man? You're up there in Wisconsin. We established that earlier, and you're not a big Cheesehead fan, but you are a Packers fan, and Shawn Glander's also a Packers fan. And
I am.
I own a cheese hat from Lambeau Field, so basically we're the Packers right here.
He's got cheese in his fridge and everything.
Yeah, we have cheese on every flat surface up here, so come on up.
Yes.
That's what everybody likes in Wisconsin. I got Andrew Matson, he basically owns a cheese factory in Wisconsin. So, you know,
The Canadian side.
cheese episode. So, what's up, Kellen? How are you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. It's been a minute since I've been on with you guys, and actually, when we were talking earlier, just thinking like it's since the last time we were together was a global pandemic, and like that was a crazy thing for me and my book, and so yeah, it's great to look backwards and talk about it a little bit today.
Yeah. So you wrote this book. When did this thing come out?
So let's see. I wrote it for my son who is going to be turning 9. So it's probably 8 years old, maybe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, something like that. Because he was a little baby and I'd hold him and actually it was while he was in utero that I was growing for the first time ever just like a real big beard, which doesn't seem that big in present company, but like in my life it's a really big beard. And when I would hold him, he would reach up and just kind of hold on to my beard, like as a comfort thing.
Right.
And I liked that. There was a neat connection between us. And so I wrote this book, and it was never meant for anyone but us. It was just going to be this silly thing that I got one printed of. But I contacted a publisher saying, like, how do you print books, man? Like, I just, I don't care what it costs. I just want to get one book printed. And they said, well, tell me about it. Show me. And so I sent over the graphics. I illustrated it as well. That's kind of a hobby of mine. And they said, man, this is great. We want to put this out there. We want to fast track it for Father's Day. And that was it. That's how it all began.
That's freaking wild. So you weren't even like, that wasn't your dream to be a children's book author. You just did it just for your boy, and look at it. It took off.
And the crazy thing is, like, that was the first of I got like 6 titles now, and that's the only one that really does anything.
Okay.
The other ones sell a little bit, but my dad has a beard. Just took off, especially in COVID. So I don't know.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So how many? So you said it was they were fast tracking it for Father's Day. So that means we're obviously coming up on an anniversary. How many years has this book been out now?
I think this is the 8th year. I think this is the 8th year anniversary
out.
Yeah. So the first year we sold a couple hundred books, and that felt nuts, right? Because this was supposed to be like a one and done book thing, and sold a couple hundred. And then Christmas, same thing. Christmas and Father's Day are kind of the big selling points because people love giving this to dads, especially new dads who have beards. Yeah. And then the next year, same kind of thing, a couple hundred throughout the year. And then I remember when we went over 1,000, and it's like I don't really have 1,000 friends, right? So like this for me, that was like a benchmark in my mind that people I don't know, like complete strangers, have bought my book. And that was like a whole different exciting thing to know that like people went online and they found it, or somebody gave it to them. That like I'm in households that have no idea who I am. It's, I'm not that friend who's trying to sell you knives or Scentsy candles or something. Right. This is just happening. And so I was kind of hovering at that place, selling a couple hundred a year. And then, that first year of the pandemic, Target, for whatever reason, ran an ad on their little mobile app that said, buy cool stuff for your dad. And they had a beard trimmer and whatever brand oils they have there. And then my book right there. And that week we sold 3,000 books.
Man, so were they selling them at Target, or?
So you could only buy it through the app. I don't think it's in any brick and mortar stores.
Okay.
But it was in the app that the ad was there, so they could just like boop and sell, and it worked, right? So like
that's cool.
We like doubled sales in that year, and so I think we're almost at 25,000 sales in the last 8 years.
Congratulations on that, man.
Thank you. It's nuts. It's nuts. That's a crazy number. It doesn't even make sense.
When Target ran that ad, did you know it was coming? Did they reach out to you or anything?
No, I got woken up. My phone was buzzing in the morning. It just kept buzzing and buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. And so I was waiting, waiting for my alarm because I don't get up before my alarm because I
Right.
like to sleep, right? But I pick up my phone. I've got all these messages from people saying, "Hey, do you have the Target app?" And I said, "Nope, never, never. No, that's not what I do." And they said, "Well, here," and I got all these screenshots of this ad. So, and actually, one of the text messages was from my publisher who said, "How did you do this?" And I said,
How
"I
did you
thought
make
you
this
did it.
happen?
I have
You're
no
like, I don't know.
idea.
I was asleep."
This is just crazy." So yeah,
Tell me,
it was-
tell me how to get the rest of my clients' books on here.
Yeah. Well, and that's 100%. That's what they wanted to know.
Yeah,
And
that's what the publisher wanted. They want to know how you figured that out. So
no, and I to this day have tried to read. I've been trying to reach out to Target and say, I got a mom book that would be really great for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And it's these like big businesses. They make it there's no phone number to call
No,
to get your
nope.
product, and they're like, it's near impossible. So it was just lightning struck, and I just have to be okay with that.
yeah,
So you
isn't it
still to this
crazy?
day don't even know why Target even picked up your book. They just like the look of it. That was it.
Yeah, it fit their little ad, and that was that. Yeah.
Well, that was some pretty good luck, really.
Yeah, for sure. Wouldn't it be
Real
amazing
good
to
luck.
have your stuff in Target? I mean, that would be crazy. And only if somebody knew how to do that other than Kellen Roggenbuck.
Yeah,
He knows
Kellen
how to get in
Roggenbuck knows
Target
how.
too.
So
Well,
you
'cause I'm not a company, right? Like I don't have like a CEO, or I'm just a guy. Like I'm just a guy that on his spare time comes up with doofy kids books about beards and
Right.
dinosaurs and goofy stuff, right? It's a crazy story that I get to live.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
so
a
you
cool
did
story.
you did that promo with Target without doing, it just happened on you, but you also did a promo with our friends over at Grooming Emporium, probably a couple years ago as well. Did that do anything for your book sales? Or
It's hard to tell.
Right.
I did not see a 3,000 in a week bump from
Right.
the Beard Emporium, but that's always the space. I've done a few partnerships with different beard oil companies and things like that, just like connecting. And it also, like I said, I didn't start out looking to do this. I was just a guy who wrote a book and then stumbled across this amazing community of bearded people, right? And get to like be a part of it now. And so having these partnerships, the Beard Emporium was awesome. They sent this really cool like gift basket that we could auction off, and or not auction off, like raffle off. People shared and clicked and did all the things, and that got sent out, and they did a promo code for people. And so I'm hoping that really at this point that it was worthwhile for them, because they sent me some really cool stuff that we gave away, and they also haven't asked me to do it again. So I don't, it was hopefully good for both of us in that moment. But again, these businesses, it's so cool to partner with them. Every once in a while I get a picture from Instagram of my book, like in a barber shop.
That's pretty neat.
They buy some, and yeah, it's cool.
Well, I know Carrie that runs Grooming Emporium. He's really taken off in the snake community. I don't know if you keep up with him or anything, but
we're Facebook friends, and his
Yeah.
posts are like wild.
His
just
TikToks, like he's got like 5 million TikTok followers now. His YouTube is over 1 million subscribers, and being on YouTube with over 1 million subscribers, like he is so freaking busy now. I don't even like, we used to talk to him all the time, me and him, and I haven't talked to him in probably a year. And I know
Right.
I talked to him a year ago. He was like, it's just unbelievable how much just snake content, man. We went to his house and his whole garage is just snakes, and different little boxes with lights on it with different types of eggs, and he is in the snakes for sure. He's a super cool guy. I don't even know if he does Grooming Emporium stuff anymore, honestly.
I don't know if he has
it's probably not
time.
worth it anymore. You know, it's probably, I'll have to write a snake book and see if we can partner
I
with
mean,
that, man.
There you go.
That's a super smart idea. Just get the snake book and you have the connection there. So, you know,
Coming out soon to everybody. Kellen
utilize
Roggenbuck. My dad has a snake.
my dad has a snake. And you can just make it about Carrie and he'll definitely push it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been wild to see that take off for him because when we were talking, it was, you know, he's still doing Beard Emporium stuff and beard posts, and he's got that very striking look about him. And so like I can remember seeing his posts as they started coming out and just being like snakes and spiders and like creepy stuff, and it's wild, man. I'm glad he's doing well.
Yeah, we should get him on the show and talk about snakes.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea. So Kellen, in your day-to-day, what's that look like for you? You're obviously not just a full-time author. What do you do on a daily basis?
No, so I work for a church. I'm a pastor up here in Wisconsin, and so my day-to-day is being at a church or visiting with people and reading books and stuff like that. You know, I don't get to. It's funny because being like everybody wants to be a children's author. I didn't know that until I became one. And then like all my friends say, "Oh, I've always wanted to write a book." Right. And so I get to talk to creative writing classes, and my daughter she's in this like career class in high school, and they brought me in to talk about being an author. And I had to be like, I make so little money from this. Like, this is not my job, right? This is like a hobby that I make a little bit of money off of. So like, don't think you're going to grow up, and unless you're like Dr. Seuss or something, it's not going to be enough. So I'm a pastor by day, and sometimes at night I write and sell beard books.
And there's probably a kid that wants to grow up and be Kellen Roggenbuck. There has to be some out there that has this book, and their dream is to grow up to be you. Just so you know.
I hope so. There's none of my kids want to grow up to be me. So
well, that's because they're your kids, right? Like,
right.
I guarantee if Tom Cruise's kids, they probably don't want to grow up to be him. There's like thinking like he's just like dad or whatever.
Yeah,
that's probably a bad example, but what I mean.
They like God. Yeah,
but
totally different.
You're just a dude, but it's cool, man. You read a book. I think that's fantastic. I think that's super cool, and congratulations on all that. And who knows? Maybe another store will grab you on Father's Day and stick you on their ad, and you'll get another 4,000 sales this time. Who knows?
Every sale is the opportunity for like a dad to sit down with their kids and read a book and celebrate being a dad and having a beard and be in that same spot. And that kind of gives me a little goosebumps to think about. So like, I really appreciate it. And I'm sure there's people watching this right now who probably have my book. And if that's the case, thank you so much. I didn't make a whole lot of money off of it. You're not making me rich. But I do really appreciate the idea of you reading this book with your kids and with your family.
Well, that's awesome, Kellen. And everybody, if you haven't got this book, you can go to Amazon, just type in "My Dad Has a Beard" and it pops up. There's hardback versions of this book as well.
Yeah, it actually sells the best. People like the hardcover. It's a little bit sturdier for your little
longer lasting too. You
can pass it down to your children and your
I was
children.
Going to say the same thing.
It could become a family heirloom. Get the hardback version, and My Dad Has a Beard book will live on forever in your.
One day, everybody's going to be talking about what year did they get theirs? What production was this out of?
Right.
And make sure you got the perfect hardback. Friggin', I can't wait.
Well, buddy. Thank you for coming by and telling us your story about how you became the author of this super cool book, and just good luck on all your continued success, and thank you for just being an awesome guy.
Well, and I really appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to come into this space. Like the beard community, people don't understand, and I try to explain it to them. Like it was something that I entered with this book, and I have friends who are like world champion beard growers, and like that's a weird sentence to say out loud, and everyone supports each other, and they grow beards for charity, and even crazier, they shave off their amazing beards for charity, and like it's just a good group of people, and I am blessed to be a part of it. So anytime you guys want to talk beards or books or anything, or if your viewership, if anyone's out there doing a competition for charity, connect through Aaron. I'll send you out some signed copies of books to give away or to auction off, because like I just really appreciate what everyone's doing.
We love it, man. Thank you.
Man, if only we'd have talked to you like last week or something, man. We could have I could have said you send some for this weekend.
Next time, Shawn. Next time.
No worries. Hey, just don't forget us. Don't forget us in the credits when you say when you write my dad has a snake. So, but it was great talking to you, buddy. Thanks for being on. We appreciate you, and it's super rad. I mean, congratulations on the success of that book.
Awesome. So. Thanks, guys.
All right, Kellen, have a good night, buddy. And everybody, go over to Amazon and type in "My Dad Has a Book" and get it.
And a beard. My dad has a beard.
What did I say? My dad has
a book.
Whatever.
He has a book about beard.
He has a beard, and he's going to have a book. Obviously, if he orders it, reading, whatever. I'm not super good at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Reading. Or what?
All right. Well, that was pretty much it, man. That was a good time. Everybody,
we discussed a lot.
We went over some stuff. Kellen popped on. Go get this book, y'all. Everybody, he's a super nice guy, very humble, down to earth. He's a pastor, and he wrote a book for his kid. And lo and behold, it ended up in a Target ad, and that's cool stuff. Super
Target. Cool. My mom works at Target.
Your mom works at Target.
My mom does work at Target. She got his book into.
It was your mom. You didn't even let him know. It was all your mom.
I didn't want to. I'm not trying to take no credits. No, nothing like that. But, yeah.
And don't forget, everybody, hit up Natalie. Nat's Little Buds. You can hit that page up as well. We streamed over on Nat's Little Buds Facebook for the first time tonight, and I don't think anybody went over there and watched us, but that's fine. Nat's Little Buds, next 48 hours from now, 8:57 p.m. in 2 days. If you
2 days,
and then hit her up, and if you want a bouquet of 12, that's a dozen flowers, you will get them for the price of 6 flowers. Shawn Glander,
6.
That's a
pretty
good deal. Put her to work. She's she wants stuff to do, so that's really her thing. She's not making a ton of money off these things, but she enjoys having the things to do. So,
absolutely.
John Abraham watched it from Nat's Little Buds. I appreciate it, John Abraham.
That's John.
That's it, man. I think we pretty well wrapped it up. You got anything else, Shawn Glander?
I really don't. I really don't.
Ooh, we got this.
Yeah, that's Huck.
That's Huck. That's our new mascot.
Huck, the Talking Beards mascot.
Ooh, I actually do have a serious thing, kind of. Here we go. Can you talk about this real quick? You know more about it than me.
I know a little bit about it. I mean, I know some of the people going to be there. So I do know in Tri-Cities up here in the Washington area, lower Washington area, actually.
It's close to Walla Walla. Everybody loves Walla Walla.
It's like an hour away. It's not bad at all. It's in Richmond, Washington, one of the 3 cities that create the Tri-Cities. And it is June 22nd. I feel like it is going to be a very long day, and it will be a very fun event. That's kept very local. The event is trying to drum up local beards and get local community involved in the community, raising money for their community. You know what I mean? So
that's it, man. And trying to bring back the 3 C's, the charity, camaraderie, and community. So, bringing in that 3rd C, bringing back the community and back into the beard community. So
absolutely.
There you go.
If you want to know, if you're in the area, want to know a little bit more information on that one, reach out to Jake Johnston. He will definitely set you up. I know my wife will be there as well, and my daughter. I will not. I have just taken too many Saturdays off in a row, and I just cannot, unfortunately, do it. But they will be representing very well for
Very
everybody down
well.
there.
Everybody, go do some good stuff in your community, like Jake's doing up there in Richland and Shawn's doing over there in Spokane. Get your beard out in the community. You don't have to go to beard competitions to do good stuff with your facial hair. And even if you shave, you can still do good stuff. You don't have to have facial hair. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
honestly feel like it just isn't expressed enough, and no one wants to admit it, but the community is really in need of a good rebuild, and getting your local people involved. That beard you see at Walmart, the beard you see walking down the street, talk to them for a second, let them know. Most of them don't even know what we're doing, and we're out here doing great stuff.
Yeah.
So
everybody,
it's rebuild time, everybody across the nation.
Rebuild time. Go to beardcalendar.com and go to a competition if you're able, and do stuff. Everybody just go do stuff. All right.
All the stuff.
I think we had a pretty successful episode. Thank you, Shawn Glander, for helping me out. I think, what was this, number 12 for you, right?
Probably. I don't even know anymore.
Me neither. I'm losing count, and we're on hands and feet at this point. I know that for sure.
We are. We're going to be here for a long time, so you guys better get some friends' hands to count on or something, because we're going to keep doing this, keep bringing new different things to the Talking Beards world, and
we're going to have fun. We're going to probably do an episode. We're going to eat hot stuff and just try to do something.
We are,
and that's coming up pretty soon. I won't be the only one eating hot stuff, so that'll be pretty fun, and maybe we'll do something while eating hot.
We might have to have somebody else on to talk while we're dying.
I think we're also maybe going to do a craft battle thing with me and Shawn, and no Gorilla Glue will be involved, and maybe we'll have Natalie and Summer host it or something. Who knows? We're gonna try to shake things up. We're gonna and once again, I'll end this episode with this. If you have any ideas that you think would be cool for us to do, if you want us to see us do something,
react to crazy videos, send videos,
man.
anything.
Let's try to keep this entertaining so people actually want to keep watching it. And obviously, interviewing the same people every week about the same thing is gets boring after a while. We'll keep doing it, obviously, because that's part of the deal. But if you got ideas for us to do, we'll do stuff. We want to entertain you. The end.
We're gonna steal all Carrie Molinaro's 1 million YouTube subscribers. So do you want to see Aaron play with snakes? Let's do it.
We'll get some snakes up in here. So yeah, everybody have a great evening, great night, great weekend, whatever you're doing. You just go have a great time. And we will see you next week.
Have a good night.